All right, there are 5 steps to writing an equation for a line. So step 1 is we're just going to write out how we want that general equation to be. And we're going to use the y-intercept most of the time. So that's y equals mx plus b. And so m is your slope, b is your y-intercept. And those are 2 of the things that we need, because the y and the x would be our input and y would be our output, or our independent variable is x and our dependent variable is y. So our second step is to go ahead and find the y-intercept. All the y-intercept means is that x equals 0 for that coordinate, and that's where the line is crossing the y-axis. So it intercepts the y-axis. So I changed my color. So that y-intercept is going to be right there. So that y-intercept, or b, is equal to 3. So b is equal to 3. Step 3, we're going to go ahead and find 2 points on the line that have known coordinates. So we're going to start with that y-intercept. Its x value is 0 and its y value is 3. And then I'm going to take this one down here. It's handily marked, but it's a nice one because it's right on the grid. And so my x value is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my y value is -1. Step 4 is I'm going to find the slope. And so remember that the slope is the change in y. So y2 minus y1 over the change in x. So this is x2 minus x1. And it doesn't really matter which one is 2 and which one is 1, just as long as you keep the pairs in the right order. So I'm going to go ahead and make this one x1, y1, and then this one x2 and y2, just so I don't get confused. So I'm going to do -1, so that's y2, subtract 3. Then my x2 is 5, and I'm going to subtract 0. -1 minus 3 is -4, and 5 minus 0 is 5. So -4/5 is my slope. And that makes a lot of sense because I can see that this is a negative slope line because it goes downhill. And if I really wanted to check, I could count. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 5 to the right, which is positive. So that totally makes sense using the formula, or I could have walked it out. So my last step to come up with this formula is now to substitute into that y equals mx plus b my m value, my slope, and my b, which is my y-intercept. So y equals, my m is -4/5, x is going to remain, and then my b is 3, as it's positive. And that is 5 steps to writing an equation for a line.